Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead, and in this video, we're going to share with you a little bit of how you can use these Thrive Life foods as a very, very healthy option for anyone dealing with a G-tube situation. So without any further ado, let's get to it.
Now, our daughter Grace was born with cerebral palsy and many other issues that prevent her from eating food safely.
Yeah, with her mouth, she can't swallow.
Right, she has a very hard time swallowing. So the doctors felt that it was best for her to have a G-tube put in. So we did that when she was very young, and well, it's been a struggle ever since, because we're going through the whole rigmarole where they're like, well, you can maybe, after all these, rounds of surgery, she might be able to do this, and then they've been saying no, and then they've said yes, and then they've said no. I'm done listening to doctors.
Well,
just say that.
we're a little fed up.
Yeah.
But the thing is that one thing that has been consistent is that she has been eating through a G-tube, a feeding tube, for most of her life, and it's been a pain in the butt struggle to find ways that are convenient and healthy and fast and not chemical driven,
not prepackaged
garbage sugar food for her. And well, we have figured out a way that will hopefully help out a lot of you guys out there who are dealing with a G-tube feeding situation, and that is Thrive Life foods.
Yep.
We got into the Thrive Life foods mainly because of the shelf life. They have 25-year shelf-stable food, and what's crazy about it is it's just as nutritionally power-packed as the day that it was picked.
Yep.
Because it's never heated.
Right.
It's never heated. They through the freeze-drying process, they lower the temperature and pull the vacuum out. But if you eat some of these peas today, they're going to be just as tasty as they were picked out of the ground, but also they'd be just as power-packed 25 years from now. So we got thinking, wait a minute, why don't we just go ahead and make our own recipes, grind this stuff into a powder, and then you can take it with you on the go.
Exactly. Keep it in your car for those times where your family goes out to dinner on a whim, when your child or you are not sitting there
twiddling your thumbs.
Exactly.
And that is so horrible.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah, because it's not the waiter or waitress's business, but they always go, well, is this one not eating?
Right.
And you have to explain it.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a great way to take along a healthy meal, and all you have to do is say, hey, can I have some water? Yep. And you can rehydrate it, and you're done. And
what's also so cool, guys, is that this is not a prepackaged, here's your all-in-one thing. If you can work with your doctor and your dietitian to get the right amount of protein, the right amount of starches, the right amount of this and that.
The right amount of calories for your child.
Well, yeah, and so the green peas, there's nothing in them other than
green peas.
That's it.
Right.
Non-GMO.
Right.
It's just peas.
There's two ingredients for the chicken. It's chicken and salt.
That's it.
That's it.
And sweet corn, same thing. And so you can figure out what's best for your particular needs with your doctor and your dietitian.
Yep.
But today we're going to show you just a couple how we can kind of throw them together and show you the possibilities, because honestly, they're endless.
They are endless. You can add whatever you'd like to it. So
we're going to show them the grind it up method first?
Yes.
All right. So let's go ahead and I forgot to grab some measuring spoons.
Yes.
So I'll be right back. Okay. Now, so a lot of the Thrive Life products come already powdered. For example, the scrambled eggs and tomato powder. Also, what have we got there?
We have some honey crystals and instant milk.
So we've already kind of measured those out. We're going to set those aside because they don't need to be ground up.
No. We have tomato powder, there's 1 tablespoon. Honey crystals, there's a tablespoon. And then of the egg powder, it's another tablespoon. And then there's 3 tablespoons of the milk powder because that equals 100 calories.
Yeah. Now, stuff that does need to be ground up would be your chicken. So and you're going to work these recipes out between you and your doctor and your dietitian. We're just giving you an example of how it's going to work. So just a little bit of chicken in there.
Which that was all that I had in that jar left.
Ooh, you need a couple peas.
Just a few.
Just a few.
A few peaches.
Peaches? Oh yeah, that's all you need right there.
These peaches will grind up really nicely.
Corn, sweet corn.
That's good.
Yep. Let's go with
strawberries. And I did not pick any vegetable, or I'm sorry, any fruits that have a lot of seeds, like blackberries or raspberries. Those are really difficult to go through a G-tube.
These are delicious. And that is the blueberries. I know that they don't get the benefit of tasting the food, but it's really delicious.
But Grace, our daughter Grace burps it.
Yeah, she gets to taste the burps. So we going with any yogurt?
Yes.
Yogurt bites?
Lid.
Here, I'll trade you. I'll trade you. Yogurt bites. And that's 100% yogurt.
It's mostly powder anyway.
That's great. Red peppers.
See, I told Claire we were going to use this for something.
Yep.
She wanted to eat the rest of it.
How about some red peppers, Mama? Oh man, these smell so good. They smell so good.
Just a few. This, I don't want this to give her any gas.
Yeah, because you got to be careful with that. Yeah. We already have our milk. I think we're at the end of it. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
We're done. We're ready. Now.
So you see there's just a little bit in there, and we've already got some other stuff here.
And we'll put that in there when we're done.
Yeah, we'll put them together.
So that's amazing. You got peaches and honey and milk and peas and eggs and chicken and tomato and peppers and blueberries and sweet corn. Now I'd say that's a pretty complete meal.
Yep.
Especially when you consider that this is just eggs. This is just tomatoes. So that's pretty awesome.
Yep. Get this lid on here.
Yeah. And if you don't have a mixer like this, you can use like a coffee grinder. That'll work. Anything that'll get that stuff into a nice fine powder, that will work. You need me to help you there, baby peaks?
No, I got it.
All right. My schnookums.
Yeah.
Whoa. Dang.
He was skeptical. He's like, that's not gonna work.
I thought for sure that it would take a long time, and I was like, wait a minute. You're probably gonna need to like run it through a sieve or something.
This lid is a beast.
Well, I don't want you dropping it.
Oh, got a whiff of the powder. Check that out.
It's just like that.
It's just powder.
Well, then we'll put the other powder in, give it another grind just for in case. You just humor me, Mama. Humor me. Good humor, man.
Good Lord.
Okay. Perfect. Gotta go faster. Faster. Baby. Yeah. What happened?
I shut it off.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so now this is ready for you to take with you wherever you need to go. You can put it in any kind of container that is easy for you.
Let me be right back. I'll show you a cool gizmo that does just this. This device right here. We use this for canning when we can fruits and vegetables and meats and whatever, but it saves the day without having to make a big mess on the counter.
Exactly. And
when you pour.
These are only a couple of dollars at the store.
Yep.
So.
That smells really good.
No.
Well, it's mostly fruit. Boy, oh boy, look at that. Ain't that something? Now there's still a big chunk in there.
I'm trying to knock it loose.
We didn't tabulate how many calories is in here just because we wanted to show you. You're going to be able to come up with your own recipes and your own blends for your own specific needs. But in that amount of time right there, guys, you could do this for a month's worth of food in probably an afternoon.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh, there's still a little bit back.
Yeah, there's still a little bit around the blade.
But check that out. It's just like that. Now, you can take this with you on the go, and that way, all you need is some water, rehydrate whatever you need, and you're 100%, this is all non-GMO food. It's all raw, except for the honey. The honey is not raw.
Right.
And, you know, different dietary needs.
Yeah.
But it's that simple.
Done.
Done. Why don't we rehydrate some?
Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So next step will be, if you're just at home, you're not in such a rush, or you're not out, you could actually just take that powder that you already made, put it in the blender, and you blend it until you get the right consistency of the water.
Yep. Do we want to do that? Or
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Because they can see you can make whatever recipe you want. And we only brought out, guys, just a few things from our arsenal of grocery store back there.
Yeah.
There's spinach, there's
broccoli, cauliflower, which we haven't gotten yet. They're on their way.
There's peanut powder.
Peanut powder, yes. I'm excited for the peanut powder.
I am too.
Mix a little bit of water in there, you got peanut butter.
A little bit of honey in the peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead and put that in the old grinder. And you may have to tinker with how much water to how much of your powder, but we're going to see how this one turns out because this is a new recipe. We just thought it up today.
Yeah.
So.
There was a little bit in there.
Yep. Alrighty, Mama. Cover it up and make deliciousness.
Bring this down here so we don't end up throwing it across the room. This lid is really hard to put on. I think they do.
You could probably just do that on low. Oh yeah.
Now you are gonna have to let this sit.
Just for a little while.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes before you feed it, so that you make sure everything's rehydrated. And
yeah, because you may need to add a little more water. But for our purposes right now, here, pour some of that in there so they can see the viscosity. Because that's important for getting through the G-tube. That's thinner than a shake, not as thin as water.
Right.
This looks about as thin as the Pediasure, wouldn't you say? Maybe even a little thinner.
Yeah, it's a little bit thinner than the Pediasure, but the powder's still gonna be absorbing that liquid.
So there it is, guys. Really, that's the whole intent of the video. If you're interested in Thrive Life Foods, there's a link down below for you to check it out. And if you do purchase some through our link, it does help our family out. And so we're very grateful for that. But honestly, this is a solution for a lot of people. And
it's a solution for our daughter.
Yeah. So we thought we'd share. So anyway, I'm Brad.
And I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing day.